Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you about the anatomy and physiology, and in that, the topic, the cell cycle. First, we will see what is cell cycle. Scientists have identified a repeating cycle of events in the life of a cell. This cycle of events is called the cell cycle. Now we will see what scientists have identified that in the life of the cell there are several cycles of events, repeating events occurs, and that cycle is called cell cycle. Now we will see about the cell division. Every year, about 1 billion cells die and 1 billion cells are made in our body. Part of this cell cycle includes making new cells in a process called cell division. What happens that each and every hour, about 1 billion of cells die and new 1 billion of new cells are generated in our human body. And this process of making new cells is called cell division. This is the cell cycle. Now we will see about the cell cycle. Cell cycle includes four phases. What are the phases? First is G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase and M phase. These first three phases are called interphase and the second phase is called M phase. Now we will see about the interphase. In interphase consists of three phases: G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase, where cell spends most of its time. In interphase, cell spends 90% of its time, often called the resting phase, but cell is not at rest. Cell is not dividing, but it is active. This interphase is also called as resting phase, but in this phase, the cell is not on the rest and cell is not dividing, but it is active. Cell does not get divided, but it remains active. Now we will see about the chromosome. Chromosomes are stored in the nucleus. In previous lecture, we learnt about the cell and its contents. In that, there was a nucleus, and nucleus consists of chromosomes. There are 23 pairs of chromosomes in each nucleus. Every cell that contains a nucleus will have chromosome. Each and every cell which has nucleus will have chromosomes inside. Next is DNA. DNA is called as the genetic code. Genetic information is stored on the chromosomes. The coded information on chromosomes is called DNA. What happens that genetic information is situated on the chromosomes. Each chromosome has that DNA and the coded information is on chromosome is called deoxyribonucleic acid. Next is the structure of the chromosome. There are two main parts in the chromosome. First is chromatin and second is condense. This wave-like structure is called chromatin and it is also called as condense. The unwound form of the chromosome and condense is the tightly wound coiled form of the chromosome. Condensed chromosome occurs at the beginning of the cell division. When cell starts divided, the condensation occurs and condensed chromosomes are unavailable to read. We cannot read the condensed chromosome and it is only visible under the microscope. Now we will see about the G1 phase. G1 phase is also called as first growth phase. Period of rapid growth, new proteins and organelles are produced, chromosomes are unwound and preparing for DNA synthesis. What happens in first growth phase? That this period is for rapid growth, means the growth of the cell is very fast. New proteins and organelles are produced. The different types of proteins and new organelles are starts making. Chromosomes are unwound. It is in the form of the chromatin and the preparing for DNA synthesis. First growth phase is also called as the preparing for DNA synthesis, that means S phase. Now G0. G0 phase is in that cell leaves the cell cycle. What happens in G0 phase? That each cell leaves the cell cycle. It can be temporarily or permanently. We cannot decide that it is temporary or permanent. It can be any of, okay, but not necessarily dead. It is not necessarily dead. Next is S phase, which is called as DNA synthesis phase. Cell makes a copy of its entire set of chromosomes. Previously, we learned that each cell contains nucleus, and in that nucleus there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. But what happens in DNA synthesis phase? That there 23 pair of chromosomes doubled. Next is duplicated chromosome. Chromosomes that have duplicated will have two sister chromatids attached to the same centromere. What happens? Previously there was only one side of chromosome present, and in duplicated chromosomes the other side of chromosome also gets available. So it is called as sister chromatid, and both of the sister chromatids are connected through the common centromere. Sister chromatids have identical genetic information. Both of the sister chromatids have their own DNA. Next is G2 phase. It is also called as second growth phase. Cell grows larger in size in preparation for cell division. What happens in this phase? Cell grows larger in size, means cell grow very widely, and for the preparation of cell division. Produces organelles and structures needed for cell division. Each and every structure which is necessary for the cell division, it is produced by in the second growth of phase. For example, centrioles and nucleoles are duplicated. Next is M phase. M phase consists of, N phase means cell division. All of the cell's energy is devoted to the process of cell division. Each of the energy which cell has is provided in the process of cell division. M phase is divided into the mitosis and cytokinesis. M phase means cell division is divided into two different phases. The first one is mitosis and second one is cytokinesis. Next is mitosis. Mitosis has four phases. It is called PMET. Each stands for different meaning. P stands for prophase, M stands for metaphase, A stands for anaphase, and T stands for telophase. Now first we will see that prophase. Chromosomes condense and become visible. Chromosome is no longer is chromatic, and it becomes visible. Nuclear envelope disappear. In prophase, the nuclear envelope, we cannot see that nuclear envelope because it is disappeared. Centrioles move to the poles of the cell, and spindle fibers begin to extend from the poles. In this image, we can see that nuclear envelope is disappearing and centrioles moving to poles. Sorry. These are centrioles, and each centriole is moved to the different poles, and spindle fiber starts forming. This is the spindle fiber, and it is starting forming. Next is metaphase. Chromosomes line up along equator, and spindle fibers attach to the centromeres of each chromosome. The, uh, in these metaphase, what happens that chromosome line up along equator. All the chromosomes situated in the middle of the cell, and spindle fibers attached to the centromeres of the each chromosome. What happens that spindle fibers are attached through the centromere of the chromosomes. Next is anaphase. Spindle fibers shorten, pulling the chromosomes to opposite poles. Sister chromatids separate at the centromere and move to the poles. In these, spindle fibers get shortened and chromosomes pulled to the opposite poles. Sister chromatids separate at the centromere and move to the poles. What happens that sister chromatids are separated from their own centromeres and move to the another poles. Next is telophase. Chromosomes uncoil and become invisible. What happens in telophase? That chromosomes become invisible. We cannot see the chromosomes. Nuclear envelope reappears. In previous phase, what happened? The nuclear envelope disappeared, and in this telophase, nuclear envelope starts reappearing. Spindle fibers disappear. The spindle fibers are getting disappeared from the cell. Occurs simultaneously with cytokinesis, and daughter cells have identical genetic information. What happens that in the last of the in the end of the telophase, the cytokinesis starts occurring, and the cell is one cell is divided into two daughter cells, and each cell contains DNA information. Last is cytokinesis, separation of the cell and cell contents. What happens in cytokinesis? The one parent cell is divided into the two daughter cells, and each daughter cell contains cytoplasm, organelles, and cell membranes. Cytokinesis does not have to be an equal division. What happens in this phase? That each daughter cell does not have equal division. It means that one cell might be small and one cell might be bigger. Daughter cells can be different in sizes, have different cellular content, but nuclear contents remain same. What happens that cellular content can be different, but the nuclear content will remain the same. This is the telophase and cytokinesis. And this is the summary of mitosis. First is prophase. What happens in prophase? We can see that there is only one side of the chromosome available. Two pairs of chromosome in the skin cell. Next is metaphase. We can see in metaphase there is another side of the chromosome is also present, means chromosomes are duplicated. Third is anaphase. Chromosomes line up along the cell's equator. We can see that all the chromosomes are situated in the middle of the cell. And last is telophase. Chromosomes separate. We can see that one side of the chromosome goes in another pole and second side of the chromosome goes in opposite poles. And the last is cytokinesis. In that, cells split into form two identical skin cells. That parent cell is divided into the two daughter cells. Thank you, students. I hope you understood the content.